Alright, Shalom. First and foremost of all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the Apostle, the great Muslim, teaching us to represent truth according to the Bible well, and peace and blessings so collected to the nation of Israel. Take their spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. We'll get to the Lord's will and edifying lesson on cleanse your mind, body, and spirit. Right, and the reason why I titled that because as we are here in Babylon the Great, we've been given this grace period. We should be, most definitely getting our spirits right. Get our mind right. Ready to enter into the times of Jacob's trouble. Ready to go through adversities and temptations. Right. And get ready, Lord's willing, to be worthy to stand in the evil day, right? But also, you want to get your mind and your body right as well, right? You want to be able to, like it tells us here in Sirach 30 and 15, health and a good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. Right, so we should be doing things that, in our day-to-day lives that improve our health as well, right? And whether that's, drinking more teas or, whatever brothers can do, working out more, getting more exercise, right? All of these things, do have an impact on how we feel in the spirit, our energy levels, our moods, how we react to things, right? I recently went on a juice cleanse. The elder Apostle Kabar and the Apostle Ramlap, they made the videos a few years back on the lemon ginger blast. And I instantly just found my mood was just better. I was a lot more talkative, just a lot more in an uplifting mood. This is 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. It says, examine yourselves, right? And part of that examining ourselves, right, is to make sure we're doing everything that we need to do in the spirit, right? You examine yourselves, meaning investigate yourselves, right? And this is not something that you do, once a month, once a year. No, we should be constantly examining ourselves. Are we doing everything we need to do in the spirit? Are we watching enough videos? Are we reading enough? Are we praying enough? Okay, I see that I've made good improvements in this area of my life. What areas of my life do I need to improve in, right? That is part of us examining ourselves, right? Same things when you have a body ailment, right? Brothers have gone into making logs about what you ate, how you felt after you ate, and just different things, that help your overall well-being, right? So it says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith, right? It says, prove your own selves. So we have to be able to correct ourselves, right? And Scripture say all things that are lawful are not expedient, which we'll get that. I don't want to. I meant to grab that. I believe it's in Corinthians, right? We'll grab it real quick. This is 1 Corinthians, chapter 6 and 12. Yep, it says all things. I'm gonna start at verse 11. And such were some of you, right? But ye are washed, but ye are sanctified. Yeah, we were committing all manner of wickedness, but we have been washed and sanctified by the words of Yahweh Shema Shai through the gift of faith, to believe on these words, to believe on the testimony. And we have moved with fear to obeying the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, right? And applying, these scriptures to our day-to-day lives. And as we have been washed and cleansed, right? Our forefathers, they had very healthy diets, right? They were men who took care of themselves. Scripture say, blessed art thou, O kings, when thy kings are blessed are thou, O land, when thy kings are sons of nobles, right? Who eat their meat in due season, right? And for strength, right? When eating a meal is like onto a ritual. That's why you pray over your food, right? You're inviting that food into your temple, into your body, right? Eating food isn't just some mindless act that you do, right? There's a order to everything that Yahweh Shema Shai has placed down here upon this earth, for everything down here upon this earth. It says, and such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and by the Spirit of our God Yahweh Shema Shai. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. Right? We have a liberty, right? To eat, things that are lawful, and you can do those things. You can drink wine moderately, right? There's plenty of things you can do, that we have liberty in, right? That are very lawful for us to do. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any, right? So we have, liberty to do certain things down here upon the earth, right? But those things that you have liberty to do, you cannot allow those things to have power over you, right? For, to you leading to bad decisions, that can affect you in your spirit, right? That can affect your mind and your body, afflicting more elements and pain on yourself, right? So back in 2 Corinthians 13 and 5, it says, examine yourselves, right? Yep, that was pretty much the point. I'm going to say, mainly on a broader scale, the topic. This is 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own self. So we ought to be able to correct ourselves. That's something this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that Yahweh Shema Shai has given us. That's something that we have the ability to do, to judge between that which is good and that which is evil, right? The type of information and entertainment that we are taking in, whether we're spending hours on video games or hours watching reality TV, right? Those things are hours listening to trap music, right? Those things all play on your spirit and how you feel in your spirit as well, right? So you ought to be able to correct those things, if those things are affecting you, and cut those things out of your life. Realize those things are no good for you, right? It says, prove your own selves, meaning correct. It says, know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobate. So the Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is in us, right? We have the mind of Yahweh Shai. We are being instructed, right? So if we have the mind that Yahweh Shai has given us, a mind to discern between that which is good for us and bad for us, we ought to, are we not able to judge the smallest matters, right? To judge what you should, how you should spend your time, judge how you should, what you put inside of your body, So it says, one more time, it says, know ye not your own selves? So we ought to know ourselves. Part of this truth is getting to know yourself, right? That's why we spend a lot of time alone, as we are called to be soldiers, right? For Yahweh Shema Shai. During that solitary time, you ought to be examining yourselves, getting to know yourself more and more, right? So, this is 2 Corinthians 4 and 16. For this cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Yeah, because this food is getting a lot weaker, right? The nutrients for it, but any little thing that you do can help, right? But the main important thing is making sure we stay on top of, reading, studying, praying, fasting, and brothers like say even working out, even though working out is a physical thing, if you understand, active, we are water, right? We're made of water, and stagnant water, right, becomes what? It comes you have a pond and you have living waters, right? So you have those living waters, and you want to be moving, you want to be active, right? You want to constantly be examining yourselves, making sure that everything that you are putting into your body, everything you're consuming, whether it be information, right? Whatever information you're consuming, right? You're constantly getting a healthy dose of the scriptures as well, right? So just be mindful of the things that you're putting in your mind, your body, your spirit. And how do you know if you need a detox or a cleanse, right? Let's get the definition of cleanse. It says a process or a period of time during which a person attempts to rid the body of substances regarded as toxic or unhealthy, right? And you oftentimes want to be able to, you really, like I said, you want to be able to cleanse that spirit, and these foods have evil spirits on them. So what you can go on a fast, right? You can go on some type of juice cleanse, water fast, right? Those things are not only going to be beneficial for the body, right, but they're going to be beneficial for your spirit as well, right? If you feel like you're consuming too much rap music or, entertainment, and those, clips from your favorite TV show keep popping in your mind, or those favorite songs keep playing in your head, well, maybe it's time for you to start reading a little bit more. Maybe it's time for you to start, watching more videos and studying more, right? This is St. John 15:3. It says, now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you, right? These words is what washes away the filth and the pollution in our minds, right? So all these things are very important. I kept it very simple here in this lesson. I want to get one more scripture in Ephesians, the 5th chapter, and we will go ahead and close the lesson out. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. You see, so the word, is likened on to water, right? Water, you want to add salt in your water. That salt is going to help pull out the toxins in your body and also help your body absorb, the water easier, right? And this isn't, this is just basic information you can find anywhere, right? This isn't any medical advice or what have you, right? Same thing with these scriptures, right? You got anything, plaguing your mind, read more, pray more, tap into those videos more, cut off the, the bad diet, the lack of exercise, all of those things, are all those things are together. Lord's willing, this lesson was edifying. I just want to get into a simple lesson, just a mindset of cleansing your mind, body, and your spirit, right? And, one more time on that definition of cleanse, a process or period of time during which a person attempts to rid the body of substance as regarded as toxic or unhealthy. And one way you can rid those toxins in your mind, your body, or spirit is by cutting things out of your life, right? I believe scripture say, a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. But I will get this in Jeremiah 4:3. It says, for thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, to the men of Judah and Jerusalem, break up your fallow ground, and sow not among the thorns, right? That's a waste of time. You don't sow among thorns, right? You break up a fallow ground, uncultivated an old uncultivated ground. You have to break it up before you can sow, right? So we have to break up that fallow ground. You have to, become activated, in your mind, being more aware of your body and the elements that you're in, finding ways to fix those problems, pray to the Lord, right? It says, circumcise yourselves to the Lord. And we understand that circumcision is cutting off, that excess of uncleanliness, right? Because those infections can happen when when you're not circumcised. It's very unsanitary, right? That's why we, according to the law of Yahweh Shema Shai, get circumcised, right? So circumcise yourself. So we have to learn to cut off any excess in our life, anything that might be polluting our body, our minds, right? And your mental health is very important, right? It says, circumcise yourselves to the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and take away the foreskin of your heart, right? That excess, whatever you're dealing with in your mind, body, or your spirit. And ye men of Judah, inhabitants of Jerusalem, at least, meaning to avoid the risk, my fury come forth like fire and burn, that none can quench it because of your evil doings, right? So you want to constantly be getting better, so you can avoid the punishment that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to bring upon this wicked and evil world, right? So Lord's willing, you're edified. I pray that you're edified with that. Till next time, say Shalom.